Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys some of my favorite summer reads and then also the books I want to read this summer. I kind of wanted to put this into one video because it's like similar, the same thing, I don't know. I know I haven't posted in a hot minute. I was super busy with school and stuff and I just got super swamped and I just needed a little break, but I'm back now and I'm on summer vacation, so I'm going to be posting a lot more often and I have a lot of exciting things this summer that I'm going to be vlogging, so I am super excited to share some of those with you guys. So yeah, most of the recommendations I have here I have read in the past 3 years, so I don't remember like in detail like what they were about. If you guys are interested at all, you can look at the description of what the book's about and stuff like that, but these are just the ones that I remember enjoying and really gave me like that summer vibe and put me in the summer mood. So far this summer I have read quite a few summer books, but now I'm kind of in like a fantasy mood and kind of sick of like, it's not sick of them, but like I need a little refresher from cute little summer romances. I need something a little different. So I'm going to be showing you some of the ones I read this summer and then some of the past ones. So the first series I'm going to talk about is, I don't know what the series is called, but it's When in Rome and Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. This book I read this summer, and then this one I read last summer. I thoroughly enjoyed these books. It's a nice little small town romance. A lot of these are small town romances, if I'm being honest. A lot of them just give me like that summer vibe, and I love them. This one is about Amelia and Noah. Amelia is like this big pop star, super famous, and then Noah is just this baker in this small town. And Amelia gets kind of like sick of her life and fame, so she needs a break, and so she goes to Rome, Kentucky. It's a little small town, everybody knows each other, and her car breaks down in front of Noah's house and he helps her and stuff, and it's kind of like forced proximity. She's staying with him, she has nowhere else to go. And yeah, he's just trying to help her get back on her feet. Yeah, it's super cute. You get to love this small town. Everybody grows to love Amelia. And it's almost like a found family. It doesn't give me those big found family vibes like some other books, but it is super cute, homey, and it does take place in summer. And then Practice Makes Perfect is a follow-up on that. It's the same setting and everything, except it's about Annie, who is Noah's younger sister, and Will, who is Amelia's bodyguard, and it's their romance, and it's like bad boy, good girl trope. Annie is the town's like sweetheart. Everybody loves her. They kind of baby her a bit. And then Will is like this bad boy with a bunch of tattoos. The town doesn't really like him that much, and they definitely don't want him with Annie. So they kind of try to break them up, keep them apart, but they're just drawn to each other. And yeah, Annie owns a little flower shop and it's super cute. Gives those summer vibes again. And yeah, I love this series. I think I rated the first one 3 stars and the second 4 stars. I might be wrong, but thinking back, that's what I would rate it. I definitely like this one better than the first, but they're both super cute. And then the next books I'm going to be talking about, they're not a series, it's just by the same author, and it's Every Summer After and This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. Every Summer After, I'm pretty sure I read about 2 years ago maybe, so I don't remember exactly what this book was about at all. I'm pretty sure it takes place at like a cottage. The romance is between Persephone, I think that's how you say her name, and Sam. And they have cottages next to each other, I'm pretty sure. It flips back and forth between past and present time, and I think in the present they aren't talking, and in the past they were like best friends, had a romance going on, so you want to know like what happened and stuff. And I think they both get brought back to the cottages when they're older, and they see each other and they're trying to figure out their issue. I remember really liking this book. I just remember being so annoyed with the plot twist. Like I felt like it was built up so much and it had so much potential, and it was just a big letdown. Like I feel like it was just such a stupid reason to not talk to each other anymore, you know? Like it could have been so much better in my opinion. But yeah, that was this book. I searched high and low for this book. I read this on Kindle 2 years ago, and then they released the new cover of this book and I hated the new cover, but I really wanted the book. And so I was looking on like eBay and Depop and stuff like that for this cover of the book, and I could find it nowhere, and I was so upset. And then I'm pretty sure it was like last fall, I went into a random store and I saw this cover and I was so happy. Best believe I bought it right away, and now this cover is everywhere and I had no reason to stress. And then this summer will be different. This one I read this summer. It came out this year, and I was super excited for this. I haven't read Meet Me at the Lake yet. I know a bunch of people said that they didn't like that one, so that's why I haven't read it, and that's why it's not in this video if you're wondering. This one takes place on Prince Edward Island, and basically Lucy is going down to visit her best friend's beach house, and she goes ahead of her best friend, so she's there alone. And when she lands, she stops in at a little restaurant and she meets Felix, and they hit it off right away, and they go back to his house and they hook up. And then in the morning she goes downstairs and she realizes, oh my god, this is my best friend's house. So she just hooked up with her best friend's brother, and basically it's their romance. They're trying to hide it and stuff. And yeah, it's super cute. Definitely recommend it. I am gonna be saying cute so much in this video because all of these books just are cute. They're nothing like intense or anything. They're not like page turners where you're like, I need to know what happens next. It's just kind of like fun, easygoing stories. So yeah, that was this book. I think I gave it 4 stars. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Super fast pace. Yeah. Then the next 2 books I'm going to be talking about are kind of controversial. Not many people like them. I'm the bunch of people who love them. These books, well, the first book, it's what got me into reading. Anytime I'm in a slump, even to this day, I will reread this book and I'll be out of it. Like, it's just, I don't know what it is about it. It's the aesthetic, the words, everything. I love it. That is We Were Liars and Family of Liars by E. Lockhart. I'm pretty sure I did a school project on We Were Liars. I loved it that much. But We Were Liars is basically about, I think it's 5 friends, not friends, 5 cousins. They all go down to their private island where each of the family members has a house, and the whole family stays there for the summer. And basically something happened the last summer, but we don't know what it was, but we know it was something big. And basically the book, you're just trying to figure out what happened. I kind of predicted it, but at the same time I was like, I don't understand how they're gonna pull this twist off, but they did, and it was so good. And this book, it kind of gives me like Twilight vibes, not in the same sense where it's like vampires and werewolves, but in the sense where it's like that like foggy kind of green lighting thing. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. I can't explain it very well, but I love this book, and I didn't think anything could compare to it. But then Family of Liars came out, and I don't want to say I like this more just because We Were Liars has like a very special place in my heart, but I think I like this one a bit more, if I'm being honest with you. This one is about the parents when they were kids, and again, something happens and they're trying to cover it up and everything. I don't know how to explain this without giving this one away, so all I'm gonna say is if you like that like toxic family kind of mystery vibe, but that takes place at like a summer house with a bit of romance in it, you should read these books because both were 5 stars. Like, I love them. Then the next book I'm going to talk about is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I have read a few Tessa Bailey books, and this one I have to say is my favorite. This one, it's kind of like When in Rome in the sense where it's like pop star and then small town boy, except in this one he's a fisherman and she gets sent to Westport because she was involved in like a scandal, whatever. So I can't remember if it was her, I think it was her dad who was like, okay, well, you're going to this, or maybe it was her mom. Someone in charge of her ships her off to kind of give her like a refresh to kind of get to know herself and stuff like that. So she goes there with her sister, who the second book's about. I haven't read that one yet. She meets Brendan, and he thinks she's like this stuck-up pop star. He doesn't want to be around her. He doesn't like her kind of vibe. Then they slowly start spending more time together, and he realizes he does like spending time with her, and she's not this stuck-up pop star who he kind of labeled her as. This one, it takes place again on a beachside town. Super cute, fast paced. I love Tessa Bailey's writing. if you do too, then I definitely recommend this book. The next book series I'm going to talk about, I have talked about so many times on my channel. I love this book series with my entire heart. I would die for it. That's a little dramatic, but I'm being serious. And that's the Chestnut Springs series. This one, I just had to include it. I love it so much. It kind of fits in every category for me. This one, it's a cowboy romance. This whole series, honestly, I recommend. I don't feel like holding all the books right now, so that's why I only have the first book. But basically, they're all about this family, the Eaton family, and they all live on this ranch, and each book is about a different brother. Yeah, it's a nice cowboy romance, small town. Gives me that summer vibe. I've talked about this so many times, so I'm not going to go into like deep detail, but I recommend this so much. I could recommend this every single day. If anybody asks what book I think they should read, the Chestnut Springs series. So maybe give it a try. Let me know how you like it, because I love it. I love it. Then the last book on my recommendations is going to be Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This was my first Abby Jimenez book I've ever read, and I enjoyed it. I feel like it could have been shorter for what it is. It's about 400 pages, and I feel like it did not need to be that long. Like, they could have cut it down so much, but at the same time, I do appreciate like the detail and the emotion she puts in it. This one is about Emma. She's a travel nurse with her best friend, and basically she sees this Reddit story about this guy Justin, who basically is saying that he has this curse where everybody he dates ends up finding their soulmate, and she's like, oh my god, I have that same problem. So they both think they're cursed, but they live on opposite ends of the planet, so it's kind of like a coincidence. And so she messages him and is like, what the hell, like, this is literally me. And so they strike up a deal to meet up and basically date for 6 weeks, I think it is. And then when they break up, they'll each find their soulmate. She goes to where Justin is because she's a travel nurse, so it's super easy for her. So her and her best friend find a little cottage to rent, so her and Justin can be together for those 6 weeks where she's going to be working there. And there's some like family drama with Emma. Her and Justin actually start connecting, and they realize that they actually do like each other and that they don't want to break up. Then Emma's like, I have to leave, like my contract's done in 6 weeks, like I want to travel, like I don't want to be stuck in one place, like blah 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 blah. And then there's the drama with her mom and stuff, and it gets super deep at some points. I went through every emotion reading this book, which is what I want in a book. I think I gave this 4 stars. Looking back, I think I would rate it like maybe like 4.2, 4.5. It wasn't a 5-star for sure, but it was definitely more than a 4. Like, I liked it a lot more than the other 4-star ratings I give, so I would say like 4.5 maybe. But yeah, it was super good, super emotional, and it gives that cute summer vibe. So that's all for my recommendations. Now I'm going to be talking about my summer TBR, so the books I want to get through this summer. Honestly, I've gotten through most of them, so I only have about 4 left. I still have 2 months of summer, so I'm pretty confident I can get through them. But the first one, if you haven't guessed already, is Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. It's the second book after It Happened One Summer, and I loved It Happened One Summer, and I loved her sister in the book, and I loved Fox too. Fox is Brennan's best friend. And this one's their romance. I don't know much about it, but I do remember loving It Happened One Summer and loving these 2 characters in it, so I'm pretty certain I'll like it. But yeah, I love the vibe of the town and everything, so yeah. Then I want to read Elsie Silver's new book. I don't know if I can really call it new book, it's been out for a couple months now, but Wild Love. I love Elsie Silver. She's the one who wrote the Chestnut Springs series, and as you guys know, I love the Chestnut Springs series. I am certain I will love this series. This is a new cowboy series that she wrote, and I am so excited. Like, so excited. You might be wondering, if you're so excited, why haven't you gotten to it yet? Because I also am scared, because I know if I love this as much as I think I will be fixated on it, just like I was the Chestnut Springs series, and not do or think about anything else but this series. And there's a few books I want to get through before that happens, so this one might be a later read, because yeah, I think that's what'll work best for me. I have no idea what this is about. I'm being so honest. I have looked up nothing. I haven't even read the back. I know nothing. So if you've read this and you liked it, let me know. Give me like a brief kind of what this was about if you can. No spoilers, please. But yeah, I'm so excited to read this. And it's, tell me this is not so pretty. I love it. Then I want to read Beach Read by Emily Henry. Honestly, any Emily Henry book to me is summary. I just finished Happy Place. I don't know why I didn't put it in this video, but another good one recommendation is Happy Place by Emily Henry. Rate that 4.5 stars. Loved it. But yeah, Beach Read by Emily Henry. Again, I don't know what this is about. Half the books I go into blind because I don't like knowing what books are about because then I'll get bored. I think this is about two authors who go on vacation together or something, and they like switch genres and try to write a book in each other's genre or something. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I've gotten from all the stuff I've seen on it. Yeah, I love Emily Henry. Why not? Then the last book for this video is The Catch by Amy Lee. I've heard, again, nothing about this book. Big surprise. I just saw it at Indigo and I thought it looked summery and cute. I was like, why not? So I bought it and I have not read the back. That's what I do. If I like the cover of it, I'll buy it. Will I like what it's about? No clue. But I'm buying it anyways. I'm gonna eventually read it. I might hate it, but the cover is pretty. So why not? If you've read The Catch, let me know. Because I know nothing about it. But yeah. So that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you got something out of this video, at least one new book to read. If you guys have any questions or comments or anything, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!